Snow is coming, but not come yet. Hasn't rained in a couple of days. If it rained yesterday, it would have snowed for sure. Why did it do that? If it had rained, it would have snowed. I'm just dealing with a lot of bullshit. If I thought for 1 second that the police were actually going to do their job and, you know, do what they said they were going to do, you know, it wouldn't be an issue, but still people are doing the things that people have been doing to fucking cause mayhem in my life. Fucking CPS was here yesterday. So I'm really grateful, like, that I'm not the kind of person that, like, actually does criminal things or, like, actually has, like, so, like, I'm glad that I'm not stupid and a bad person and also a live streamer. Like, I'm just so grateful that I am who I am, because, like, they can't do anything. They can't take my kid away. They can't fucking throw me in jail because my hands are clean. And, like, CPS will tell you, it's not illegal to yell at your kid. I can yell at him all I want. I could actually call him names if I wanted to. Like, I really could. It's not illegal. So it just again, and it reinforces my belief that I am a good person and that I am on a mission from God. That's for fucking sure. Because I'm sorry, but if you're doing what the demons want, they're gonna leave you alone. They'll high-five you. They'll reward your behavior. But if you're doing something that the demons think may mess their thing up a little bit, well, then they're gonna come for you. They're gonna make you regret you ever set foot on the internet. You know, if I was the kind of person who was doing drugs or actually, like, abusing my kid or doing any of the things that they wish I were doing, they would have already reported me and I would already be in jail, you know? So I'm just glad that I choose the high road, because at the end of the day, when all of the chips have fallen, my hands are clean. I don't have to worry about anyone finding anything out because I've already outed myself already for everything and that I've ever done wrong. And I don't continuously do that. I know that, Mayor. I know that. You know that. But, like, you got to realize that there are a lot of people on the internet today who just 2 years ago were underage. You know what I mean? These are people who have been told that every one of us has a voice and everyone should use our voice. And we are, you know, not everybody deserves to be heard. Not everybody deserves to be heard. Some people are stupid. Some people say stupid shit. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. To a degree. You know? So it's just they've been raised and surrounded by this environment where they're made to look like the cool guy amongst their peers when they are the ones who successfully out some terrible situation. They become, they get millions of subscribers and they get monetized and they make money and da-da-da-da. And, like, that's literally all their life is just, like, making, I don't even care, like, about numbers. Like, I don't give a flying fuck how many views my videos get. I don't ever check. I literally never check. So in this world, these people have been praised and raised up for bad behavior. And they've watched their peers be celebrated and raised up for bad behavior. So, like, what do you think they think is right? You know? They only say it. They see, listen, the only reason they say I'm an abusive mother is because they want to harass me, and that is literally all they've got to go on. That's all they've got to go on. Because I do not do harm to people. You know? I don't. So, if people want to say something about me, they can all they want. But at the end of the day, I'm not losing sleep over it because I know I'm not doing what they say. So, fuck 'em. I haven't lost a wink of sleep about any of this stuff. Damn, this bra is too big now. Like, lost too much weight or something. I don't think this is going to be enough layers for me. I need something to cover my back. I wish I had a fucking long sleeve shirt, for fuck's sake. No winter clothes. Okay. I really wish my winter clothes were here. Let's wear this shirt, I think. Sports bra. One undershirt. No, Orly. No, no, no. Stay. You do not need to go investigate. Stay right here. Lay down. No, Orly. Come on, dude. Okay, go ahead. My little button was hanging out. Stay in there, buttons. Is it already inside out? I told you not to go outside. Dude, why would they ever do that? Why would they make cat litter that has the same scent in it that they use for laundry? So now every time I pull my laundry out, because I got some laundry detergent, I used Adam's laundry detergent and it has like Febreze or something like that. And now every time I pull out my clothes and like I'm like, did I just make the litter box? It smells like fresh, clean litter. It's driving me nuts. I don't like it. It smells like Febreze or whatever. Flat stomach. Yeah, Nikki, I had that for like a week. Thanks, Mare. I haven't tried the pine. Well, I don't use anything. I don't use litter at all. Money goes to the bathroom outside. She's only uses a litter box like when she's like injured or like when she was born, her mom used the litter box, and that's pretty much it. Damn, that's nice. Okay, Orly, just a minute. I need you to stay outside for a few minutes because you're about to be in the kennel all fucking day long. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on, please. Are you stuck? Okay. Okay. Right here. Come here. Right here. Are you outside? Okay. Oh. Go on, Popo, go. Go. Good job. Orly will chase them into the street on accident. So that's one of the things we have to be really careful of, is them not running towards the road when he starts to get playful. One of his dogs got hit that way one time. I try not to let him out. I'll be over there in just a second. I have to go to work. Yeah, not everybody's a fucking mountain lion inside of a fucking miniature house cat like Money Bunny. All right. So, dread tools. Is there a way to like reprogram these things if you don't know the code? This morning, okay, so yesterday morning, Elliot woke me up and he's like, Mom, there's a mouse in here. And I was like, what do you mean there's a fucking mouse in here? And he goes, Money's over by my toy box right now. Like, obviously chasing something. And I was like, oh, great. So I just was like, I'm not dealing with it right now. I'll deal with it later. I was like, don't even worry about it, buddy. Just, she'll get it. And if she doesn't get it, we'll get it. Well, then, like, CPS came and, like, I kind of got, like, thrown into, like, doing stuff. And so, I just forgot about it. And then this morning, I remembered. Like, I woke up this morning and I remembered. And I was like, huh. So I started looking around to see if I could find anything. And I couldn't find it. I was like, there should be mouse poop. It's been 24 hours. Like, if the mouse is here, there should be mouse poop, right? So, like, there should be a sign that the mouse was here. So I, like, grabbed my yoga mat from, like, on top of his play bin where he's got all his stuff, and I moved it to the side. And then I just started looking through the stuff, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, all right, whatever. Didn't see any mouse poop. So I was like, oh, well, she must just be crazy. Or it must be something under the house, like a mole under the house that's, like, making the floor move or something, or, like, a mouse on the outside or something. That's what I thought. And so I just let it go. A couple hours later, maybe like 30 minutes later, she comes in the house and she starts going over there. Like, she's looking for something. I was like, what the fuck, dude? She obviously, like, sees it, hears it, or smells it. Like, she knows it's there. So I start looking around and I realize she's looking at my yoga mat. And I was like, huh. And now I checked down the tube of the yoga mat to make sure it wasn't there. Like, when I moved it, I just was like, look down the tube to see, and I didn't see it. Well, apparently it was, the yoga mat, you know, is like rolled up, you know, with like all the layers. The fucking mouse was like in between one of those layers, just sitting there. Like, it hadn't moved for 24 hours. It was still alive and it was scared. And so when I had moved the yoga mat and set it aside, I just happened to set it down on this, like, white towel that I have on the floor. So when I went back and, like, realized money was going for that area, I realized, like, oh, when I moved the fucking yoga mat, some pieces of mouse poop fell out of it or whatever and fell right perfectly onto that towel. So it wasn't on my floor or anything. And I just had to take the rug out and shake it, you know, or the little white towel thing. I had to take it outside, shake it off, and then it can get washed. So, like, I don't have to worry about, you know, mouse poop being everywhere. Orly! Why are you barking at her front door? Get over here! Stop that! God, he's so fucking annoying, dude, sometimes, man. He's gonna get us kicked out on his fucking bullshit alone. But anyways, so I was like, huh, mouse poop. I bet you that mouse is, like, in this fucking thing right now. It must have just run in there. And then sure enough, it was, like, you know, in the fucking folds of it. So I just tossed the whole yoga mat outside and it, like, unrolled like a red carpet. And then the mouse just ran outside. Gone. Thank God. I hate how she does that. How she'll bring them inside and then, like, finish them here. Because let's say 10%, maybe 5% of the time, they're alive enough to run away. I will say only probably 5% of the mice that she brings inside, so not even like her total kills, but just like 5% of the mice that she brings inside end up scurrying off, and like I have to find them myself. So her track record is pretty good. 95% of the time she either doesn't bring it in the house or she kills it. The problem is when she kills them inside, she leaves the parts she doesn't want to eat. And she usually doesn't eat the spleen or something like that, the gallbladder or something like that. I don't know. It's some sack filled with bleh. And then the guts. Oh my God, yeah, they were. Yeah, they fucking were 100% living their best lives out here. They had access. Poor Adam, you know, he doesn't have a cat. And the cat that his ex had, you know, the ex, she just moved out yesterday, but, or she moved off of the property 2 doors down or whatever, where she was living. So she's not gonna be coming here anymore. But, she has a cat, but the cat is like indoors all the time. She keeps it in this like little 16-foot camper indoors all the time. So yeah, that's interesting. But so the cat doesn't, I got lost, train of thought lost. But the cat doesn't come out and do any hunting. So it's not like out there doing its job. It's not earning its keep, you know? Money has earned her keep. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do a job. I gotta work, so I'll be live for my job. But other than that, I'm probably, I mean, like, I don't know. The majority of the people who are in my chat are just screen recording my live streams for the trolls to just pick apart. So, like, what's the point, you know? I don't make any money doing this anymore, you know? So, like, what's the point? I'm just doing it as a hobby now. It's not, I'm not getting paid, like, anything. So what's the point? Like, if I was going through all this shit and I was at least making money, like, that would be one thing. But, you know, I'm not even making money. So, like, what's the point? All right, charger. Tools. I got this. What I do with the full one? Uh-oh. Put it in here, I think. Yes. Okay. What's the high gonna be today? Definitely cannot stand anything that, like, I mean, like, come on, let's just think about it. Like, someone called the authorities on an animal rescue sanctuary and had the government raided them and euthanized their fucking squirrel and their fucking thing. Like, that woman doesn't even live anywhere near, has no ties to them whatsoever, but she felt like it was her responsibility to, like, report this to the authorities. And the reason that they ended up euthanizing the squirrel is because the squirrel bit one of the people manhandling it, trying to steal it from its family, you know? So that's why it ended up getting euthanized. That all being said, dude, why are you at that front door barking? Why are you doing that? None of your fucking people are over there. None of your people are there. What are you doing? She's sitting there minding her fucking business, and you're barking in her fucking face. Stop it. God, so fucking rude. An asshole. Fucking high-pitched ass fucking bark. Goes right through your brain. Good morning. You? Wait, no. He's at his dad's. Dude, it's a fucking full moon. I tell you what, y'all. Fucking full moon. Weird fucking energy. Everybody's fucking weird and being nasty to one another. I think you'd be all right back here. I don't think you could escape. Give him some kind of... Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. I guess just like, if it gets hot or whatever, just hit me up. And we'll just play it by ear. Come on, Orlor. You're going the wrong way, dude. Oh, and the lead itself, like the chain that he's on, it'll be like right inside my front door. So like when he comes out of the kennel, before he walks out the door, he can just put right on the lead.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And I don't want you to worry about it. Like, don't stress out or like, he'll be fine in the kennel all day, even if it's a little bit hot. You know what I mean? He'll be fine. It's not going to be the end of the world either way. Go inside. Good boy. I gotta go right now. Bleeding on the full moon. I've never, so my period, no. Oh, great. Thank you for going right onto my bed. My period, it's got really no rhyme or reason to it, but it used to be that when I was living with my sister, I think it's like 2016, my period would come on the new moon and my sister's period would come on the full moon. And so like we were literally rotating. So like whenever she was on her period, I was there to pick up the pieces. Whenever I was on my period, she was on. And I found out that while women's periods are known to sync up, what they usually do is they sync up like that, especially with women who have children, like, and that play together, because when you're on your period, you're not 100%, you know? Come on, bud. Lord, come on. Come on, down. Oh, shit. Load up. Good boy. Maybe some chew toys. There's your toy. Okay, I almost forgot my work tools. That would have sucked. I set my cup somewhere, I don't know where. Perfume. My dad told me a joke. You know why women wear perfume and makeup? Because they're ugly and they all stink. That's crazy. I wish my period was consistent. But like even now, like my period still doesn't come. Like, well, now I'm going through perimenopause or whatever, so now my body is just like ha 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 ha. This, got my sweater. If you want to destroy my sweater, pull this thread as I walk away. Watch me unravel, I'll soon be naked, lying on the floor. Hi chickens, are you hungry? Chickens were trying to come in my front door. Lying on the floor, I've come undone. Let's check on the chickens and see if they're still alive. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Hello, chickie babies. I can't afford you. There you go, babies. I can't tell if they're trying to fight. Look how big those babies are. I'll get some more big chick food once I get paid. Don't worry. Okay, the chicks are fed. I don't know what I did with my coffee. Yes, I do. Set it down over by the dog kennel. Man, apparently, dude, there is some fucking weirdness going on in the world, man. Bro, she hit my car. She hit my fucking car, dude. God damn it. She hit my fucking car. Yep, set it down by the dog kennel. Dude, this has been some crazy shit. So I go in this morning to the house to meet with Tammy and tell her, like, I'm going to work, you know, so you'll be here today by yourself. The dishes done before I left. So I go inside to go do the dishes and stuff, and she's like, did I wake you up last night? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, well, I guess that whatever, so-and-so was just talking shit. And I was like, oh, who? Like, what's going on? And so when I came home from taking Elliot to his dad's yesterday, there was like a strange car in the driveway that I didn't recognize. And I was like, what the fuck? And no one was supposed to be here. So I was like extra like, what the fuck? So like I go to get in the house, the key's gone. I knocked on the door because I was like, okay, well, maybe someone's inside. And there was a girl in there, and I met her once before. She's a friend of Adam's. But she was in there, and we chatted for a minute, and then I went home for the night. The mail is running right now at 9 o'clock in the morning. Weird. Okay, anyway. So, whatever. I went to my room and went to bed early as fuck. Like 7, I went to bed. I was ready for bed. But Tammy's like, apparently, Tammy came home from helping Amy move all her stuff. And the other girl had gone to bed in Adam's room. And the dogs were starting to fight, the little tiny dogs, because this lady who was here yesterday had put them in the kennel all day, and, you know, so they were like getting scrappy. So Tammy got up off the couch, walked over to the dogs and started filling their bowl up and, like, you know, making sure that they weren't scrapping with each other. And the lady made some offhanded comment, you know, like, "You're just like Adam, overfeeding those animals." And, like, these two women don't know each other, like, at all. They've never met until that day, till yesterday. So, like, it was just weird. And anyway, they ended up getting into a fight last night. Weird. It was just weird. Oh, be right back. It's a good thing that my animals weren't being attacked, because I would not have heard it. Yeah, they're totally unfazed. Okay, have a good day. Just enjoy, just have a nice warm cup of coffee, enjoy your cigarette, take a shower. We need to move that stuff out of there today. Awesome. Take a shower. It'll be so nice. Also, if you drag that tub in there, you can take a bathtub. Just fill it. You just got to find a plug. You just got to rig a plug. I made one. It's right here. I made one. So if you want to remake it, So if you set that up, you can have yourself a bath. Yeah, it will be nice. Take a bath. You know, put some dish soap in there. Give yourself some bubbles. Okay, see you later. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. Oh my God, my jewel. I would have been so mad at myself. Almost, they almost did. Came pretty close. Came pretty close. That's like what, like the biggest concern that I had from the beginning of moving here was that he's got a more charitable heart than I do, in the sense that he's willing to give some of the, like, I don't know, like homeless people and maybe drug addicts or whatever. He's willing to give these people a chance. Whereas I'm like, I can't be anywhere near these kind of people, because not just because they're using drugs and they may steal, but because people who are actively using drugs do not typically use their emotional intelligence, their communication skills, stuff like that, you know? So just in general, I don't want to associate with people like that. I don't want to be around people who are on drugs. I don't want to be around people who fight. I don't want to be around any of that shit. I got no time for it. I'm not interested in... I'd like to just talk and, like, not worry about getting punched. But, people who, like, are transient, are in a different type of world than I exist in. And so in their world, if someone disrespects you or someone steals from you or whatever, you defend yourself, or you get called weak. You get looked at like you're going to retard. So, you know, in like taken astray, and it was going to be a situation that would cause drama in my life that I wouldn't necessarily be adjacent to. So that was my biggest concern the entire time. There she goes again, that fucking BMW. But anyways, yeah, it's just not, I don't fight. Like, that's just not my world. I don't hang around people that are like that. But people who tend to use drugs and, you know, exist in a more rough environment are going to look to physical, you know, violence or whatever to get things moving. So I just like to stay away from it. I don't want to be anywhere around it, but like here I am, like thrust into it. I got my own drama. You know what's ironic too? Is like the way that, quote, I cause or bring drama is because of the internet trolls who follow me around and mess with people and contact people. Like, the drama isn't my own. It isn't mine. I don't start drama. I don't start shit. Damn it, I should have pooped before I left. I need a new jewel pod. it. I will never understand inserting yourself somewhere that is not your, like, it's not your place to do that, you know? Like, so that whole thing about that lady calling animal control on that squirrel, like, that woman is in her 40s or 50s. So, like, yes, I have spoken to him, you know, initially I talked to him about it early on. Of course, I don't voice things unless I'm, you know, I voice things. I don't keep my mouth shut. Addicted to drugs, and that they cannot live their life the way that they want. And this is really getting annoying. But I love people unconditionally. Like, if I feel like someone is living their life in a way that I don't want to associate with, I'm not going to, like, judge them. I'm going to choose to live separate. I'm not going to, you know, insert myself into their space, and I will do my best to avoid that stuff. It's just better that way, just not having any drama. Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. This fucking water is so pretty. Also, I don't talk shit about people behind their backs. That's another thing, is that if I'm saying something about someone, I will say it to them. I just don't talk about people in ways that I would expect them, like, you know, I just don't talk about people in ways that I would not want them to find out. Like, I just wouldn't say something like that. And I especially wouldn't say anything on a live stream. Like, if I harbored some kind of secret feelings or something like that, I'm not going to talk about it on a live stream. Are you kidding me? People are already texting Adam right now and fucking trying to twist what I'm saying to him right now. You know, it's like that. So why would I ever, like, I know that the internet trolls will go out of their way to try to find who I'm talking about and try to reach out to them and communicate to them that I was talking shit. And, you know, people get all emotional when you hear something like that. They're just going to be like, what? And they're not going to, like, actually take stock of what's being said or anything like that. They just believe the person's little text, and then they glaze over the fucking screenshots, or they don't watch the videos. That's the part that sucks the most, is that people are so lazy that they don't look at the evidence. They don't actually, like, take in all the information and then weigh out what seems to make the most sense or what the evidence proves. They will just, you know, be like, oh, really? What? She said that? No way. And then start telling everybody, you know. Spread the lies. The one cool thing about this whole trolling situation is that it very much has helped me to see things in a way that I normally wouldn't. So, like, normally I would try to be friendly and kind and, like, whatever, like, towards anyone. But when they show themselves like that, it makes it a lot easier for me to, like, be like, oh, well, that's a person I don't want to have anything to do with anyway, obviously, because I don't surround myself with people who would do that kind of stuff. That's why that girl who's been stalking me like crazy isn't being stalked herself, because my friends, followers, supporters, whatever you want to call yourselves, the people who are genuinely here because they care about me or they enjoy me, aren't the type of people to do that kind of shit. It's just, I just don't surround myself with people like that. So I don't have any supporters who are also kind of unhinged and who would be willing to take those types of steps in order to get what they want, to make it true, make the truth come out, whatever the case may be. And that's why, like, at the end of the day, I think that speaks volumes. One day, this will be investigated, and one day, it'll all come out, what was really going on. And until then, I have no other option but to just endure, Did you guys hear that Trump put RFK Jr. as the head of health and safety? So that's good in a sense. It will have some good. I mean, it sucks the Zionists are still, it's just, the ADL is controlling the country more than anything. And that sucks. But at the very least, I'm pretty sure they're to be removing red dye and yellow dye from our food, as well as they just announced officially that fluoride is it's a known it's like, I can't remember the exact word that they used right now, but it's been found that fluoride is hugely dangerous to the human body, and it's official now, like they've officially whatever. So my curiosity is, since they've been putting it in our water for the last 80 years, do we as citizens, are we going to be recompensated for the fact that we're living amongst half retarded people who would call the fucking law on a squirrel? Like, that's totally like just numbskull stuff. But like, are we gonna be able to do like a national class action lawsuit against our government for putting stuff in our drinking water that we didn't get to choose? We didn't opt for that. I don't want fluoride in my water. It's been proven that the type of fluoride that they put in our water supply, it's not the right kind of fluoride that they use on your teeth anyway. And ingesting fluoride doesn't do anything to help your teeth. It doesn't. It just calcifies the pineal gland, which is your spirit center. Your pineal gland is your fucking brain's connection to God. So if they've intentionally been putting stuff in the water to calcify the pineal glands of Americans, and now we have a bunch of fucking trans Satan worshipping fucking snitches, it should make us wonder. It should really make us all go, huh, it's weird. That's interesting. And I think that we should be able to get some kind of closure for that. I wonder if they're going to be doing anything to help people undo that kind of stuff. Shit, I never thought being dehydrated would help me out in life. Must be what it is. I just didn't drink enough water. I am really excited about the dyes coming out of the foods, because dude, that shit fucks Elliot up bad. I got him Jello. I literally got him sugar-free Jello and I made this Jell-O, and dude, it was 100%, like, he turned into a different person. He got, like, worse, more intense, like, what was going on with his hyperactivity and stuff. And it's not just hyperactivity. Like, if it was just hyperactivity and he was just bouncing off the walls, like, that's just a kid, that's manageable, whatever. But Elliot doesn't do that. Elliot picks on everybody. He starts to do physical harm because he's bored, and he's not trying to, like, intentionally, like, I'm gonna hurt you. It's not like that. It's like, ha 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 ha. It isn't funny. It isn't funny. It isn't funny. I don't like it. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want my cat hurt. I don't want my dog hurt. I don't want him chasing the chickens and trying to pick up the chickens. It's not normal. It's not his typical, like, he's definitely does mean-spirited pranks, but this last week has been exceptionally bad. And I just need to figure out, like, what can I do? Like, I have to find the energy in myself. I have to find the fucking ability. I have to do it for him. But, like, I have to figure out, like, what can I do to help him burn out his energy in a more productive way. I can't, like, the idea of putting him in public school like this, no. I'm not going to put him in public school where now he's going to be sent to all these fucking counselors, and they're going to be filling his head with crap and telling him he needs to be medicated, telling me he needs to be medicated. I'm just not interested in that. I would rather endure the pain and anguish that is trying to fucking navigate that than to just pawn him off on someone else. It is my problem. It's no one else's problem. It's my problem. And so I am going to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that when people are like, oh, you should just put him in public school. You should just put him in public school. Why? Because that's the easiest thing to do? Because that's what you would do? I'm not interested. I don't necessarily do the easiest thing. That's kind of what I'm known for. It's taking the hard way. So, you know, just because other people feel like it would be right for them and it's something that they would do, it's just not something that I'm willing to do. I'm not going to pawn him off on anyone else. He's my boy and he's my responsibility, and so it's my problem. His birthday is like the day after or the day before, I can't remember exactly, of Donald Trump's birthday. And that's when, like, 2016, Elliot was like 1 when Donald Trump was running for office. And at this time, I was still very, very liberal, very much still kind of with my head up my own ass. I'd only been a mom for a short time by that time, so I hadn't really a lot of perspective. I was still very, very, very selfish even. And when it was just a lot of Trump talk, you know, in 2016. So I found out when his birthday was, and I was like, holy shit, my kid's birthday is like right around the same time as Donald Trump's, like, and he's very chatty and talkative and boisterous by this point even. But so I realized, I was like, it is my responsibility. I knew at that point I could not, I had to stop using drugs forever. Like, I had to stop drinking forever. Like, I knew in that moment that it was my responsibility to make sure that he had empathy and that he had kindness and honesty and emotional intelligence. And it was then that I decided that I was going to change everything about myself that was not a good mom. You know, like, I was still very selfish, like I said. I was still dabbling with drugs a little bit, and like when my grandmother died is what I mean about dabbling with drugs. Like, when my grandmother died, Elliot was like 8 months old or something like that, and it fucking sent me into an absolute fucking tailspin, and I just wanted to die. At that point, Elliot was my kid, but I had only just met him. I knew my grandma my whole life, and like, she was a huge part of my life. So the loss of her was, at that time, a greater, like, it was devastating to me. And so I just, like, checked out for a little while, you know? And I didn't have really great coping skills at that time. I hadn't faced a lot of stresses that would cause me to, I just was run away from everything, hide, and don't face it. But after I got out of that situation, like, once I realized, like, this whole Trump thing, like, it changed everything about, like, it literally, I stopped everything. I got off drugs. I've not touched them again. I don't drink. I didn't really smoke. I never really liked smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes always grossed me out. But, I think it was, like, right around his first birthday. So between 8 months old and 1 year old, I had just, like, checked out. So, like, 4 months, I think. And when I made that decision, like, it was obviously the hardest decision I ever made in my life, because I had to, like, retrain myself how to behave. Like, I had to learn coping skills. I had to, like, become comfortable being uncomfortable. I had to, like, face a lot of really fucked up shit that I had never worked myself, like, I'd never worked out the trauma of. But once I had made that decision, like, once I decide something, that's it, it's been decided. Like, it's gonna happen one way or the other. Might not happen tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. That's my goal, that's what I'm moving forward towards. But yeah, so, like, once I had decided that was it, that was it. And every single thing that I have done since then has been with the motivation of doing what's best for Elliot. Not what society thinks is best, but what is best for him. Also, you know, within my limits of financial. That's the whole, like, you know, living off grid and being out in the woods and stuff. I did all of that to try. I wanted to have a mom community. I bought that property and gave half of the land to Roxanne so that we would have a mom community, that we could have other moms help other moms, and then our kids wouldn't be, you know, raised by a single stressed out single mom, you know, who isn't able to be everything for her kids. Instead, we'd be together as a group, and we could really, really enrich our children's lives. But on day one, Roxanne got her name on that title, and then, you know, she got what she wanted, her sneakiness, and then she decided that's not in fact what she wanted to do. She changed her mind on the day we signed the title. She decided that she was in love, and she's met this man on Tinder, and he's moving in, and they're gonna have a green medicine grow operation, and that's what that property is going to be, her personal grow. And so that got dashed. You know, I had that yanked right from underneath me. And it's just been trying to catch up ever since then. I've just been trying to survive till tomorrow. Every day is just to figure out how to make it till tomorrow. Shit, the only reason that I even do online live streaming or anything like that was just because I needed to figure out a way to generate some kind of income from home. Like, I had to figure out something. And so that's why I started live streaming and, like, attempting to monetize my accounts and stuff, which I've only done for a year. I've only made money on social media for maybe 2 years. Maybe 2 years. But it's bizarre, dude, how things happen like this. Like, I get so close to getting my dream life. I get like so close, and then like right as soon as I'm like, fuck yeah, it's really happening, no shit, shit changes, and then I have like devastating things happen. It's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. Oh shit. I need to check the snow. I have to go through the mountains. It's gonna be snowing, and my chains are on my property. Alright, I'm gonna go because I got to put on the GPSs. I love you guys. I will see you later. I hope your day is good. Pop a kilo one day, though. One day it will work out. One day, and I know this, like I know this in my heart of hearts, that one day I will have like an abundance of money, whether it be that I win the lottery or something will come around, and something will give me reprieve. So I just have to endure until then. I'm just not sure how much more I can endure. Keep getting kicked in the teeth. We'll see. We shall see. But the thing is like, and I don't know, I guess Barefoot told me this the other day. She told me that I'm bomb-proof. That, you know, like Timex, take a licking and keep on ticking. Like that cartoon where the guy gets like punched in the face and he's like smiling, and then he like pops up and smiles again, and his teeth are like hanging and falling out, but he's still smiling like, oh, that's me. Punched up, bruised up, eyes swollen, teeth hanging out, roots dangling, and still smiling. I'm just not, you know, I don't particularly just want to do that anymore, though. Like, I don't know if I feel like being the whipping boy for all of you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you guys learn lessons by watching me suffer. And, I'm just not sure if that's what I want to do anymore. I don't think I want to suffer anymore, is what I mean. Not know exactly what God wants from me. I just don't know what God wants from me. I love you guys. I'll see you later.